Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis, and yes, I renamed my channel. Before it used to be The Road Home and now it's Dennis Davydov, so it's all about my lifestyle, and my hobby is motorcycling as well, and this is wonderful motorcycle Honda VTX 1800C, the main bike that I use. I like it a lot, but I have to solve some of the problems before season 2022, and I have the coolant leak probably from the radiator. So today I'm gonna troubleshoot this problem together with you. Let's go. So here's basically the problem itself. Here we have the radiator and we have some of the drops around here. Clearly the coolant, it's a reddish color, and to find out I need to remove this cover of the radiator and check the points where it could leak potentially. I think it is leaking from the linkage between the radiator, from the fixing points between the radiator and the frame itself. So we are now under the motorcycle, so you can clearly see the drop here on the coolant, and we have the drop over here, also coolant. And what can I see? This thing is wet over here, so it's not leaking from the hose or something. So the problem lies a little bit up. So I need to get rid of these fairings and all of the stuff to get access to the radiator itself. And here's the radiator. It's a little bit dirty, as you see. Wow, that's gross. Alright guys, so here's our radiator, and I removed the cartridge. It was very easy. So here we have two bolts that connect this radiator, frame of a radiator with the frame of motorcycle itself. So here is very dry connection, but here, as you may see, hope you can, so here is wet connection. So we have a drop over here. So obviously I'll start the motorcycle right away, just right now, but I think we have some sort of crack there, so the coolant is just leaking over here. Yeah guys, as you see, this motorcycle is a little bit dusty because it was in a winter storage, so I'll clean it up later on. Firstly I need to fix it, and let's start the engine. Alright guys, I think it was understandable that we have the broken radiator right here, and I need to weld it, to send it to welder, because the new radiator is not available here in Ukraine, so I have to wait several, probably weeks or months. So it's better maybe to weld it, because I have some of the mate who is doing this kind of job, so probably send this radiator to him. I know where it's leaking from, and it's good. Right, to continue my job with the radiator removal, firstly I need to drain the coolant, so I have to remove this engine cowling to get access to the coolant drain bolt. Let's do it. Guys, I removed this big cowling here, and probably it's not the engine cowling but the gear cowling. Here is the gearbox, because it's the rod that connects the pedal to the gear selector itself. That's the drive to the shaft drive, and here we have this tiny little bolt. It's there. Here we go. But firstly, what I understood, what I read, is we need to remove the fuel tank first, because we need to get access to the cap out there. I need to open it. Probably can partially see it over here. I'll zoom it in. Here's the cap, so we need to open it there, and after that only we need to drain the coolant. Well, I don't really like the procedure of the fuel tank removal on the VTX because here there is no any valve, so here's the pipeline goes straight away from the fuel tank. So then you disassemble fuel tank, the fuel starts to leak and you cannot do anything with it, so you need just to plug it with your thumb or something and get your canister ready to drain the fuel straight away from the fuel tank. Yeah, it's dusty. Alright, even before going to the fuel tank, we have to remove the seat to get access to the main bolt that actually holds the fuel tank on the back. So here we have two of the bolts that hold the seat here. Very easy to access them from this direction. And here we need to remove the seat, and we'll have the access to the battery, to the other wires and systems of this motorcycle, but we need to have the access to this big bolt that holds the fuel tank. Okay, this is the big bolt over here, so we use the 10mm head from this side, and we'll just secure the bolt from this side. Now just remove this here. So long and thin bolt we have. Now we need to remove those 1, 2, 3 bolts that keep this plastic chrome panel on its place. You see, it's already shaking here, and now we need to remove this cap. And just remove the panel itself. There's some of the wires. Alright, I'll just keep it like this for a while. Alright, now you can move the fuel tank a little bit, but there are some of the hoses that keeps it on its place. So firstly we need to remove this big hose to drain the fuel, and that's the most tricky procedure. The fuel spillage will occur, there is no any doubt about it, because it's the Honda VTX. Oh my god, it spills everywhere. So do not smoke when you're going through this procedure. Oh my god, it's very terrible how they done. Why there is no any valve? Okay, I spilled the fuel all over the place. Now I have to remove the fuel tank. There are some of the hoses there, so I just need to remove them also. Guys, if you don't know what hoses, you will never do mistakes, because they are on their positions. So just go and remove them. Then you'll place them back on again with no any issues. So there are 3 of them. Every hose goes on its unique place, and no worries if you don't know them. If you don't know where to put them back. From this position, done very easily. And yeah, that's what we have to do. Remove the fuel tank itself. Alright, everything of that we've done just to open this cap over here. Alright, this is the coolant cap. Nice. So guys, there is the bolt around there, so I need to unscrew it. I use this long extension, and it's dripping. Starts to drip all over the place. Okay, just let it be like that for a while. Still a lot of coolant inside, and it's a good sign. And it's clean. It's also a good sign. We also have some coolant in this tank, so I'll have to open this cover and drain it as well. So you see, my friends, doing the maintenance on motorcycles is not an easy thing. If you want to access one system, you have to remove the other system. For example, here we removed the fuel system to get access to the coolant, drain, right, to get access to this cap over here. So it's very, very complicated. Could be complicated sometimes. Oh, great. It's very, very compact. That's why I have some limited access to all of the motorcycle systems, as we have here, for example. All right, down from one side. It is not very clean here, so I'll take it home to clean, to wash from inside. Alright guys, we are under the radiator again. So here's the hose with the coolant. I drained the coolant, but just in case I put the reservoir here to drain it again if something left here. And here's the temperature indicator that goes to the fan. We'll just disassemble. Actually, not a good place for temperature indicators or temperature sensors. Oh my god, how to do it. Alright, we've done it. And not a good place for this hose either, because it's the lower part of the motorcycle. There's no any plates for the protection, and you can simply hit. And actually I hit it here, this part, and it's alloy or aluminum, and you can simply crack it, damage it, and your ride will be over. Alright, here on top of radiator we need to remove this hose there and this bolt. Alright, good. And as you see, this construction just started to play. Two of the hoses keeping it secured on the motorcycle. And now I have the access here to remove the fan, the cooling fan, and after I remove it, I would remove the radiator itself. Just disassemble the fan from the radiator. Indeed, it is disassembled. What's about the bottom? Oh my god, this fan. I'll put it there somehow. Oh shit, some of the liquid still there. This is our radiator, my friends. It's kind of big and very dirty, so you see what you need to do to remove it, actually to disassemble all of half of your motorcycle. So here we have this part. We have the leak from this link. And actually there is the rubber thing that used to, absorb these shocks. It's still in good shape. I see the rubber is good, so I still wonder why we have the leak over here. Probably the metal there is it's kind of thin, so it's the second time I have the same problem with the VTX radiators. So tell me, my friends, if there are any kind of radiators, tuning radiators, or maybe aftermarket radiators that I might put on my VTX, because this problem just drives me mad. And yeah, I'll pass this radiator for the guy who would probably weld it, but who knows, probably I need to buy the new one. The new one is very expensive. Oh yes, I'm really happy that I was able to remove this radiator on my own, because I'm not a professional mechanic, and I used to be on airplanes, on small airplanes, and I was really young. Now I am a pilot, and by the way, I have the other channel, it's called the Pilot Blog. I have many subscribers there, many views, so I'll put the link to this video for you to check it out. For this motorcycle, I just hope to put everything back on successfully, then I'll have my radiator welded, or maybe I'll need to buy the new radiator. I would say the bigger motorcycle is, the more difficult it is to have the maintenance on these kind of big bikes, big and sometimes expensive motorcycles. And that is why I'm planning to buy one more bike. Yes, one more bike in my collection, and it is very cheap motorcycle. It's just 150cc, and I want to go on a trip, on a long trip on that motorcycle, probably to Turkey, because you'll have low fuel consumption and low maintenance cost. What else do you need? Guys, I just hope that you like this type of videos, because I do. I like to film about what I love, and motorcycles is the great part of my life. Motorcycles, traveling, aviation, of course family. I will not film about the family because it's kind of private, but motorcycles you may find on this channel as well. And as usual, follow the awesome guide checklist. First, just like this video. After that, subscribe to my channel. Finally, just ring the bell, whatever it means. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great time.